Welcome students to part 3 of the financial management chapter. In this chapter we shall be seeing the financial planning, its meaning, and there are several factors which decide the financial planning. When the process of planning employed in finance becomes financial planning. It involves in estimation of finance, the procurement of finance, utilization and administration of funds. Its objective is to ensure that the enough funds are available at the right time but having no surplus funds, because shortage of fund is also a problematic situation equally as compared to excess funds. Excess funds will bring extra cost which is not going to be utilized, and shortage of fund will make our work stop. It is not going to fully utilize. Important aspects of financial planning. There are several aspects we must see before going for financial planning. First one is estimation of quantum of finance. Quantum means quantity. How much money do we need for financing a certain project in our business? The total amount of finance required is to be determined, maybe in terms of rupees or maybe in terms of foreign currency. Our determination must also always be there. Point B, determining the pattern of financing. Proportion of various securities to be issued is to be determined. As you can see the bubbles at the bottom of the screen, equity share, preference share, debentures, loan and other type of borrowing, they all become the combination of finance of any business concern. Then comes next factor called proper utilization. The effective utilization of finance must be ensured through effective policies and programs, because once the funds have been procured from the borrowers or maybe the shareholders, they are expecting some return from the company, and company's liability is to make its best use. Only when the best use is made, then company can declare higher dividends. Then comes types of financial planning. The long-term financial planning, it is focusing on capital expenditure for long-term growth, which usually involve 3 to 5 years of time span, in which companies planning to invest money in their projects. Then comes the short-term financial planning. It may be in the terms of budget, or it is usually prepared for a period of 1 year or a less duration of that. The next thing is objectives of financial planning. The objective of financial planning will encompass many things. The first one is to ensure the availability of funds whenever they are required. It includes estimation of funds for long-term and short-term needs of the organization. If organization is planning to establish a new branch in upcoming next month or maybe a 6-month duration, then it will be requiring amount of money which is equivalent to purchase new assets and new machinery for the new branch, and a new branch can be easily made functional. The second objective of financial planning is to ensure that the fund does not raise resources unnecessarily. It will help to minimize the loss due to idle fund in the organization. Idle funds are equally problematic. If funds are idle and they are not put to any use, it is still bearing some interest expenses, and company has to pay it from the funds which are being put to use. Then comes importance of financial planning. Financial planning is important because in forecasting we need to estimate how much amount of fund and how at what time this fund will be required. In forecasting, it will help the organization to foresee the future financial requirements in advance, and they will help them to arrange for the same. Then comes avoiding uncertainties. Financial planning helps in meeting the unexpected situations by arranging necessary funds and making provisions, making reserves for the unexpected losses that may arise in future. Financial planning helps to coordinate the activities of all departments in organization by allotting them necessary funds in time, because every organization has several departments like personnel department, production department, management, then research and development, production department. All these departments are run by the finance only, and financial planning will help to coordinate their activities by proper allocation of fund between them. Through proper financial planning about the financial requirements will help to reduce the wastage and duplication of effort. It will stop company from spending money which is not of much use, and it will help company to reduce unnecessary expenses, because unnecessary expenses are going to increase the burden only, and company is not going to get any benefit from them. Then comes easy evaluation. Financial planning will help to evaluate the actual performance of organization based on the plans formulated in advance. Once the plans are formulated, then company can evaluate whether our plans are working or not working. Then comes financial planning. Then financial planning is having 5 points. It helps in forecasting the need of the finance. It helps to avoid uncertainties, shocks and surprises about the financial conditions of a business. It helps to coordinate the different departments of the organization by allocating a proper amount of money to each and every one. It reduces the wastage of money, because once you have planned something, it will definitely reduce your wastage. And easy evaluation, once the planning is done, then only evaluation can also be done. In the next part, we shall be taking up the capital structure. And thank you for now, students. Take a rest. Have fun.